Bonjour, I'm Christophe Chastel, an agent from Leggett Immobilier, specialized on Ile Saint-Louis, and today I am pleased to introduce you Kirk and Jennifer, a young American couple who just bought an apartment on Ile Saint-Louis with me.
Hello, I'm Jennifer Robinson.
Hello, and I'm Kirk Robinson.
And we're from San Jose, California. We live in the United States. So after traveling through many different places in the world, I think we appreciated very much the lifestyle of France. We appreciate the culture and the history of France. And Paris is a very rich city. And so after falling in love with Paris 30 years ago, this was the only place for us. We've been coming to Paris together for 10 years, and I've been coming to Paris for 30 years. And so for 30 years, I've been dreaming about having a little piece of Paris and ultimately owning a little piece of Paris, or hopefully we can retire. And 5 years ago, we started to search very seriously. Over the last many years, I've come 24 times or so. But over the last 4 or 5 years, we've been here probably 6 or 8 times. And typically, we've been renting apartments here on the Ile Saint-Louis through guest apartment services. So we've really enjoyed being able to really experience the lifestyle of the Ile Saint-Louis and really get a taste of the community.
And live like a Parisian.
And live like a Parisian, of course. This is
in the heart of Paris.
In the heart of Paris.
The Saint-Louis is the heart.
After really deciding to get serious about it, we've been searching for actually on and off about 5 years, and really have also through that process looked for who's the right agent to work with. Understanding that the process is different in France than it is in the US. We did our due diligence to find the right agency, the right agent who knew the neighborhood, who understood also our desires and what we were looking for, and would help us find just the right apartment.
Why you came to Leggett then?
So Leggett has a very good reputation. As I said, we looked at many agencies and talked to many agencies, but Leggett also has a large global clientele and specializes, I think, in English-speaking communities. So it was very easy for us to not only work with the Leggett offices and to work with our agent, Christophe, you. And we found also that the inventory and the knowledge of the process and helping to explain it to us as Americans was very, very beneficial. Your knowledge of the island, your knowledge of the community, it was very much beneficial for us, and also the fact that you're so connected to everybody, in the community, and understanding, how things are changing on the island and how you kept in touch with us was very beneficial.
Yeah, it's like setting the right expectations, right? I mean, for Americans coming to Paris, our expectations are different. So coming to Ile Saint-Louis, you have to really gauge those expectations and set them correctly for what we want and control that. So,
can you tell us how did the purchasing progress went?
So it was an interesting process coming from the U.S. As we worked with you, obviously, to share with you what we were looking for: a place on the Ile Saint-Louis, a place with a view of the river. As we went through the process, we were very educated. You helped to educate us very much on what how the process differed from the U.S. So going through not only the discovery process to find the apartment, but then also the process of the signing of the papers. You made it very easy for us by helping explain to us each different part of that process. As the process took almost 6 months after we signed the initial paperwork, but again, I mean, you were very helpful in informing us of what to expect at the next stage of the process, and then as we went through the process, what was coming next. So over that 6 months, we were able to accomplish everything, and then even afterwards, you've gone the extra mile in helping us make sure that we were situated well and getting all of the appropriate utilities, etc., and other things buttoned up. The trust, who you choose as an agent and who you choose as your agency to work with, matters immensely. you're making an investment, or you're making an investment in your dream or a property or so forth, it really is important that you choose someone that you trust and someone who knows the neighborhood, someone who understands intimately also what you're looking for and what your criteria is when you work with them.
Oh, I know you asked me since several years what was if it was possible to find your apartment of your dream. Can you tell us a little bit about the apartment you bought?
Yes. So we were looking, as I said a few minutes ago, we were looking for something with a view. We wanted something with a view of the Seine and something that was here on the Ile Saint-Louis, which is the heart of Paris. And looking for something that had the charm and the character and was very typically Parisian, so that we would know wherever every day that we wake up here, we know where we are. We couldn't be anywhere else in the world. And so what we bought was a beautiful, very characteristic Parisian studio apartment. We have the beautiful view that we were looking for. We're here on the Ile Saint-Louis, and we couldn't be happier. We couldn't be more grateful to you also for all of your help.
We've seen several apartments, both in the interior and exterior views. And I will say this, that when we came into this apartment, I think it was maybe a total of 5 seconds, 6 seconds, Jennifer says, this is the one I want. So when you know, you know. And the minute she walked in the door, she obviously knew that this is the one that she was dying to have.
I knew, I just signed the mandate the same day you visit the apartment, you was the first. I knew it was correspond to the dream of an apartment for you.
Wow. We're grateful to you again, because you did listen, you heard what we were looking for, and you kept that in mind as you obviously.
Can you tell us what your top tips for an American wanted to buy an apartment in Paris?
So I think the first thing I would suggest is make sure that you find the right agency and that you find the right agent. The trust in that relationship is very important, and working with someone who understands what you're looking for and can help you really zero in on what you're looking for is really key. And someone who understands the neighborhood that you're looking in. Those are all very, very critical, and it's a partnership. So you want to make sure that it's someone that you trust,
a lot of
someone that you
communication,
can work with.
Right,
Well,
a lot of communication.
yes,
I mean,
exactly.
we talk to you. It's almost like every day. It seems
Yes,
like,
a
right?
lot.
So being able to communicate what's going on and what you're looking for, I think, is so important.
Now that you're Parisian, what you enjoy the most about your apartment and living in France?
Now, the most important is to, when you wake up, is just roll over and look out at Paris and the Seine. I'm sorry. It's always been a fantasy, to be able to do that.
I mean, to be Parisian, to wake up, to be here, to actually be part of the community, and it has also been really fun to create a home, to be able to furnish the apartment, to be able to
Hunting for antiques.
hunting for antiques. Exactly. It's really been. It's been another part of the dream, quite frankly. There were a few challenges here and there, but again, this is why choosing the right agent and choosing the right people to work with is so important. You've been incredibly helpful. You've really gone the extra mile in helping us make sure not only when the purchase was complete, everything was smooth, but even after that, making sure that all of the transition into Parisian life and the little details that we needed to get situated were done. You were exceptionally helpful, and that really is why that partnership and choosing the right agent makes such a difference. We're so grateful to you.
To just simply turning on the electricity, since neither one of us speak, fluent French, is helping us turn on electricity or setting up internet, something that we both need to work from here. The ability to choose, even after the sale, you were so helpful in making sure everything was going smooth, and we couldn't have done it without you, and that's the truth.
Yeah.
Then I am very happy to help you to make your dream come true. And let's have a
Thank you very much.
Cheers.
I'm grateful to you. Cheers. Santé.